Scottsdale looks perfect on Instagram, but if you move here for the hype without understanding the reality, you might be in for a surprise. If you've ever Googled Scottsdale, Arizona, you've probably seen the headlines: luxury living, resort lifestyle, desert sunsets, golf, and that old town nightlife. And listen, a lot of that is true. But today we're breaking down the hype versus the reality of moving to Scottsdale, so you can decide if it's actually right for you. But Scottsdale is not just one thing. It's not about just bachelorette parties and $1 million homes. It's layered, it's segmented, and it depends on where you land. Your experience could be very different. Let's break it down. Scottsdale is luxury everywhere. When people picture Scottsdale, they imagine gated communities, palm tree-lined streets, modern desert estates, resort pools, and mountain views. And yes, North Scottsdale absolutely delivers that. Communities like DC Ranch, Silverleaf, and Troon are just stunning. Desert luxury living, wide streets, high-end shopping nearby. And here's the reality: Scottsdale has layers. South Scottsdale looks very different than North Scottsdale. Older 1970s ranch homes, smaller lots, no HOAs in many areas, more density. Still desirable? Absolutely. But it's not that ultra luxury living. If you move here expecting every part of Scottsdale to feel like a golf resort brochure, you're gonna be surprised. Old Scottsdale is vibrant. It's got restaurants, nightlife, boutiques, and events all the time. If you live within a mile or two of Old Town, you can absolutely walk or bike to dinner. But here's the reality: most of Scottsdale is suburban. North Scottsdale especially requires driving. The city stretches about 30 miles north to south. And if you buy in North Scottsdale because you want space and quiet, you're likely driving 20 to 30 minutes just to get to Old Town Scottsdale. And if you buy near Old Town for that nightlife, you're gonna likely sacrifice lot size and sometimes newer construction. You typically don't get both without paying significantly more. This one gets people all the time. Yes, winter in Scottsdale is absolutely incredible. December through April, perfection. Blue skies, 70-degree days, patio weather, golf, heaven. But let's talk reality. June through September, it's hot. Like 110 to 115 degrees hot. You don't just casually stroll outside at 2 p.m. in July. You plan around that heat. You park in the shade, you run errands early, and you crank your AC. For some people, that's fine. For others relocating from milder climates, the summer adjustment is real. Scottsdale in January feels like paradise. Scottsdale in August feels like survival mode if you're not prepared. Scottsdale is worth the premium. Scottsdale typically carries a pricing premium compared to many nearby cities. You often pay for more per square foot than in Phoenix, Chandler, Gilbert, places like that. So why do people pay it? Because Scottsdale has that brand power. The name carries weight, luxury perception, tourism appeal, and resale strength. But here's the reality: you're often paying for location, school district reputation, lifestyle branding, and close proximity to golf, resorts, and hiking. If your lifestyle doesn't use those things, you're paying for amenities that you don't fully utilize. And that's not wrong, but it should be intentional. Hype number 5, the schools are top tier everywhere. Scottsdale Unified District is strong, but here's the nuance. Not all neighborhood feed into those same schools, and North Scottsdale school zonings differ than South Scottsdale zoning. Families often assume that Scottsdale address equals top-rated schools just automatically. The reality: you need to verify exact zoning before you purchase. School boundaries matter, and they can shift. Hype number 6, it's all new construction or modern. North Scottsdale has those newer luxury builds, but larger portions of Scottsdale were developed just decades ago, the 70s, 80s, 90s. And that means older plumbing, older windows, flat roofs in certain pockets, renovation flips just mixed throughout, and untouched originals. Scottsdale is not uniformly new. It's a blend. And some buyers love that established feel, and others expect everything to be turnkey luxury, and that's not always the case unless you're in those higher price brackets. Here's the twist that most relocation buyers don't realize. Scottsdale isn't just one market, it's multiple micro markets inside one zip code or name. South Scottsdale equals trendy, active, more affordable entry points. Central Scottsdale, more balanced, established. North Scottsdale, that luxury, quiet, master plan feel. Each have a completely different vibe. And depending on your stage of life, maybe you're a young professional, growing family, retiree, investor, your ideal Scottsdale may look completely different than somebody else's. People move here for the hype and stay or leave based on whether they choose that right pocket. Who thrives here? Let's talk about who truly loves living in Scottsdale. People who maybe golf regularly, love hiking access, travel frequently and need to be close to the airport, love that upscale dining and want strong resale stability, along with those clean, well-maintained communities. Now let's talk about people who want to maximize house space for the dollar, prefer that small town feel, don't care about brand perception, or work far away from Scottsdale. That might not be you. Scottsdale is amazing, but it's not automatically the best value per square foot here in the Valley. The financial reality. Property taxes in Arizona are relatively low compared to most other states, but Scottsdale's home prices are higher, so your tax bill will rise accordingly. HOAs in many North Scottsdale communities can also be higher because of those amenities that they offer. And if you're into luxury golf communities, they may be optional or some are required club memberships that sometimes many buyers don't factor in initially. Here's what Scottsdale does exceptionally well: clean streets, maintained medians, desert preservation, public safety, and that upscale retail corridor. It just feels polished. And that polish is part of why that keeps the demand high. But polish also feels regulated. HOAs, architectural controls, community standards. Some people love that structure and other people prefer more freedom. Scottsdale has proven resilient over decades. Luxury markets fluctuate, but Scottsdale has maintained that desirability just long term. And why? Climate appeal, tourism infrastructure, corporate relocation, snowbird demand, and limited land in most areas. North Scottsdale especially has those natural desert boundaries. That scarcity supports value, but rapid appreciation from 2020 to 2022, that was abnormal. Future growth will likely be steadier, not explosive. Here's the truth. The hype around Scottsdale isn't fake. It's just incomplete. Scottsdale is incredible for the right person, but if you're chasing those Instagram sunsets without understanding the commute, the heat, the price per square foot, those micro neighborhood differences, and lifestyle fit, you're gonna feel underwhelmed. When buyers initially choose Scottsdale, it's amazing when they choose it because it sounds fancy and they sometimes wish they explored other cities first. Moving to Scottsdale is less about the hype and more about alignment. Alignment with your budget, your commute, your lifestyle, and those long-term goals of yours. If luxury desert living, hiking access, and upscale amenities are your priority, Scottsdale might be the perfect fit. If maximizing square footage or being near certain employment hubs matter more, another suburb may make more sense. And there's no universal right answer, only the right answer for you. Now let's go beyond the obvious stuff and talk about the stuff that doesn't show up on the brochures, because the hype shows you those sunsets. The reality shows up in your monthly budget and your daily routine. One thing most people don't realize until they live here is Scottsdale is very long. It stretches about 30 miles from south to north. If you buy in North Scottsdale because you love the views near Troon or DC Ranch, that's amazing. But if your office is near Old Town, that's a 25 to 35 minute commute without traffic. If you work in downtown Phoenix, you're likely hopping on the 101 or Shea Boulevard daily. And during peak winter season, when snowbirds return and tourism spikes, that traffic increases noticeably. It's not LA noticeable traffic, no, but it's not the empty desert roads people imagine either. Geography matters here. Tourism, the double-edged sword. Scottsdale thrives on tourism. Golf tournaments, spring training, bachelorette weekends, luxury resorts, winter visitors. That tourism keeps those restaurants thriving, the retail's busy, and property values supported those luxury demands high. But here's the reality. If you live near Old Town, short-term rentals are very common. Weekend noise, increased activity, and more turnover in certain pockets. Some buyers love being a part of that energy, and others realize quickly they prefer a more quiet, HOA-controlled neighborhood, maybe in North Scottsdale. Tourism fuels the economy, but your tolerance for activity should match the location. Scottsdale has become extremely popular for short-term rentals over the past decade. That's crafted investor demand, renovated homes near Old Town, and higher pricing in specific zip codes. But it also created tension in some neighborhoods. Some communities have pushed back, and some HOAs have tightened those restrictions. Some buyers now prefer gated areas to avoid those rental turnovers. If you're moving here to live full-time, you need to know, is your street primarily owner-occupied or investment-heavy? That can dramatically change how your neighborhood feels. Scottsdale pricing isn't just about the purchase price. Utilities in the summer can spike, especially in older, larger homes, maybe with high ceilings, large windows, pools, or old insulation. Luxury homes with 4,000 square feet, cooling those in August isn't cheap. Then layer in pool maintenance, landscaping, HOA dues, maybe those optional golf memberships. Scottsdale living often comes with lifestyle upkeep cost. And it's not just buying the house, it's maintaining that experience. And that's fine, as long as it's intentional. North Scottsdale especially leans heavily into that desert landscaping. Gravel, cactus, low water plants, it's gorgeous, and it's also practical. But if you're relocating from somewhere with that lush green yard all year round, there's gonna be an adjustment period. Some families moving here with kids initially want big grassy yards. Many Scottsdale neighborhoods prioritize desert aesthetics over that green turf. It's stunning, but it's different. Now let's talk about something that's subtle but powerful. The Scottsdale name effect. When buyers say, "we live in Scottsdale," there is a certain perception attached. It signals affluence, lifestyle, luxury, and stability. And perception affects resale. Brand cities hold value because people emotionally connect to them. And that's why Scottsdale commands a premium compared to some nearby areas. But here's the important question. Are you buying the lifestyle or the label? If the label matters to you, Scottsdale may absolutely be worth it. If you care more about the square footage and new builds for less, other suburbs might stretch your dollar further. The "I didn't realize" moments. Here are the most phrases I hear from my relocation buyers after they move. I didn't realize how different South and North Scottsdale felt. I didn't realize summer would change our daily routine that much. I didn't realize how far apart everything was. I didn't realize how much tourism impacted certain months here. None of these are deal breakers. They're just adjustments. The hype shows a highlight reel. Reality is about the rhythm. In Scottsdale, rhythm changes by season. Winter, vibrant, busy, beautiful. Summer, just slower, hotter, and quieter. Some people love that cycle, others find it surprising. Now here's the important part. Despite all these nuances, people choose Scottsdale intentionally tend to stay long term. Why? Because it offers strong resale value, excellent dining, outdoor lifestyle, desert beauty, high-end amenities, and proximity to hiking like Camelback and the McDowell. It feels curated, it feels elevated, and that consistently builds loyalty. Sometimes buyers exploring Scottsdale also look at places like Paradise Valley for ultra luxury privacy, Chandler for employment proximity, and Gilbert for more family-oriented neighborhoods. Each option offers a different balance of price, space, lifestyle, and commute. Scottsdale tends to sit at the intersection of luxury plus brand plus location, but it's rarely the lowest price per square foot option. Here's the truth. Scottsdale isn't overhyped. It's just misunderstood. If you choose it for hiking, golf, dining, that luxury atmosphere, and resale confidence, you're probably gonna love it. And if you're choosing it, assuming every part looks like a 5-star resort with no traffic, perfect weather year-round, and unlimited space for less money, you're gonna feel misaligned. The hype is about aesthetics. The reality is about lifestyle fit. And those two things need to match. Moving to Scottsdale should feel strategic, not emotional. It's about understanding what pockets fit your daily life, what your real budget supports comfortably, how you handle the summer heat, and whether you value brand reputation and what you want your environment to feel like. When those boxes line up, Scottsdale can be incredible. When they don't, you might find more balance in other parts of the valley, and that's okay, because Phoenix Metro gives you lots of options. If you're thinking about moving to Scottsdale or any other areas and you want someone who will help you break down north versus south, micro neighborhood differences, realistic summer expectation, budget planning beyond that purchase price, or resale potential long term, give us a call or text message or head to our website. We relocated here ourselves and we've helped hundreds of families navigate this exact decision, especially buyers who are trying to understand Scottsdale without physically being here yet. And we will give you the honest version, not the hype, because moving to Scottsdale can be amazing as long as it fits your lifestyle.